Hey Gems, Lisa with Jules here. Have you ever gone thrifting and found a wonderful ceramic collectible only to get it home and there's a flaw that you missed? Let me show you on the other side of the intro how to fix that. Okay Gems, so I picked up some amazing Murano style vegetables, which is kind of a blown glass with the gloss on it. And I did not notice that the tip of my squash
the humanity
was missing. No! So we need to repair it. Now we're going to take a little journey down to my table and show you what we're working with. Okay, Gems, I know that you can't see me. I promise I'm still here. But these are the items that we're going to be working with today. I wanted you to get a close-up on those so that you could see what needs to be done. First, you're going to need yourself some soft pastels. I do have a package of 48 so that I can use these for multiple repairs. I did have some really cool crafting putty knives, but I don't know where they are. You're going to have some quick set 5-minute epoxy. Believe me, you want 5 minutes. I mistakenly used the other epoxy once and the drying time. My patience, they do not add up. Then you need a knife. One, we need to get the knife because we're eventually going to take off the tips for the epoxy, but you're going to need it at the end. You're going to try to match up the area that you're repairing. So I picked this green and it's a little off. So I did pick a brown and a black just in case to help darken it up because we want to try to match it to the best of the ability. We're going to put our squash over there. You're going to take your knife. You got your side of your knife. And you're just going to start shaving your pastel. Shave, 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 shave. So at this point in time, without killing myself, I will remove the top of the epoxy. We take our epoxy. Oh, that does not smell good. Not smelling good. And first we're going to mix it. It's still a little too light for me. So we're going to add a little bit of the darker. We'll add a little of the brown. And we'll add a little of the black. Mix it all up nice and good. I'm just going to go crazy and epoxy the whole thing. So then it really does match because the whole darn thing will be fresh in epoxy. I want to be careful not to do that. As I said it, I did it. Look at that. Okay, we're covering it. Come on, guy. Maybe a little touch up. I want to be sure to cover all the lighter color. I'm using my nail because I still want to leave that kind of like the gourds look. I don't want it all to be flat. It's got indentions and stuff. This is coming out pretty good. I'm very excited about what we're going to have in the end. All right, just a little bit of cleanup. And then we're going to let it dry. All right. We got ourselves a little gourd. We are going to let that dry. It takes 5 minutes with the quick set. And so during that 5 minutes, let me entertain you with a little... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that for 5 minutes. But I will be back to show you what we got in 5 minutes. And here we go, Gems. Look at that beauty. This right here is why we do it. Now, some pieces, the reason that you want a flat knife is because on some you might have excess that you're going to have to shave or shape it. Once it's fully dry, you can just shape it and kind of carve it so that it looks the way you want. But that actually turned out perfect, so we do not need to shave this down at all. Look at that. And this is the reason you want to use the epoxy, especially the quick set, the 5 minute, because otherwise you'll be there forever. But and it doesn't hold as well if you don't use the 5 minute. I have found that it's running for so long that on these weirder angles, it's difficult for it to adhere. So definitely use the 5 minute quick set epoxy, but you want to use the epoxy because look at that. It's got that same glossy look as our piece does. So you want to use this on any ceramic item that has that glossy look. Same process. You choose your pastel colors, mix them up, add if you need to make it darker or lighter, whatever the case might be. Go ahead and put it on your piece. Let it dry appropriately. then shave it down if needed. And if not, make sure you make a note in your listing that it was repaired, but otherwise, it looks good as new. Anyway, as always, gems, love you. And by the way, hi to Harley. Love you, Harley. That if you see, oh, where's my camera? It looks like a duck. Let's show you what we're working with, Hold on. Keep looking at this stuff. Don't go nowhere. I'm not ADHD or anything.